I was watching YouTube one day when I suddenly realized I can do a no crafting challenge. So here we are. Minecraft, but I can't craft. No crafting in any way. The rules? Rule 1. Don't craft, and yet that's all the rules. What did you expect? The world loaded and it felt like this was a good one, but I had to ruin it. Since we can craft in anyway, finding a village is our first priority. After about 10 minutes of roaming, I found a village. We got the worst possible loot. How bad can our luck be? Even the average spawn rate of bread in Tannery is 2. Okay, at least the plain house has some decent loot. Other than trading, the loot from Weaponsmith is our only hope in finding basic gear. We have no use for iron cause we can't craft, sadly. We can't craft sticks and paper. For obvious reasons, Fletcher can't be used as the easiest source of emeralds for trading. Instead, farmers, weaponsmiths, toolsmiths, or armorers are our best trading partners. That is, if we ever get a hoe or a pickaxe. Pumpkins are quite useful, as we can trade it with an apprentice farmer. You may be thinking,
why is he collecting apples using this challenge, no crafting?
That's exactly right, I wasn't thinking. Wait a minute, isn't this video about not crafting in any way? Little did my punny brain knew. It took me another 15 minutes before I realized it.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
So I had to start over. Hopefully I don't do any of those stupid moves again. This run was quite good as we got a bunch of farmers in all the villages. But since the game loves us, it decided to give even trashier loot than the previous run. This village had 7 farmers, so trading carrot and wheat shouldn't be an issue. At last we got an hoe. Even though it is a golden hoe, it works for now. Before we can trade for decent items, the loot from ruined portals is our only easy source of tools. Even better would be the one from weaponsmiths. Unfortunately, none of the villages had a weaponsmith. After planting and replanting all this stuff, I decide to look for more villages and ruined portals, as more the merrier. After resetting my health and hunger by dying, let the journey begin. After 20 minutes of travel, this happened.
Yo, no way, another village!
This village was no good, had nothing of value except 2 bundles.
One eternity later.
Yo, no way, another village!
At least this village had a few emeralds and a toolsmith table. This village was no good, had nothing of value except after quickly looting the village for all its seeds and draining the farmers of from their resource. Since plants grow very slowly, I decided to collect some dead leaves and compose them into bone meal. It took some while, but I was able to ascend my farmer to apprentice, and even better, he decided to trade for pumpkins. I remember seeing pumpkins on the way. So the great pumpkin quest began. After accidentally almost killing my companion, I found a sunken ship. Not the loot from the ship like the emeralds, iron and diamond, but even more important, the treasure map is the easiest way for us to trade with the armorer, as the loot from the treasure has more good stuff. And by luck, even the ship's loot was very good. On the way back, even though I was lost, I found more pumpkins. Yay, good for me. After trading for all the pumpkins I had, I decided to start getting some tools. I remembered seeing an armorer in the 3rd village, so I took the toolsmith table with me. After finally acquiring a stone axe and a stone hoe, I decided to set up another farm around the pond for trading with the farmers. After trading with the toolsmith for some more stone hoes, the iron from the shipwreck came in handy, finally allowing me to sell it for more emeralds. He eventually decided to give me a good enchanted iron axe and pickaxe. Since I can't craft, the chest in the village house gave storage for all the excess hoes. The bundle can store 1 stack of size since tools are not stackable, or more like 1 tool is equivalent to 64 in size. The bundle is useless. As I didn't have any armorer, I decided to make this villager 1. At first, I thought this stupid villager was going for the furnace, but no, he wanted to stay a farmer. So I let him be, also known as giving up, and decided to find the treasure. The terracotta biome is very useful as it has a lot of exposed mine shafts, but I wasn't able to find any. Well, I am not surprised. After getting lost for the 2nd time, but this time just even worse cause I didn't know the coordinates of the 3rd village. I ended up finding a jungle biome. Lucky me, cause watermelons grow only here. I was startled by an almost completed ruined portal, and the chest had just enough for me to rebuild the portal. The nether spawn seemed okay at first. I was spawned right in between a crimson and warped forest. This is actually good, because I used the warped forest for ender pearl. I was very lucky to find the fortress. Fun fact, this is my first time finding a fortress, though I have been to countless bastions. Well, even though I wasn't able to find any chests in the fortress, I found 2 blaze spawners. Am I lucky or what? You may be thinking, okay, now you got blaze rods. How are you going to craft the eyes of Ender? Isn't that crafting? Yes, but since we also need blaze powder to make the eyes, we will be violating the rule twice, making the no crafting challenge impossible to complete, cause the only other way I am able to do that is by finding a fully generated portal, which is like 1 in a trillion. I have better odds of getting a girlfriend before that happens.